public hearing.
Item 6A, hold public hearing, adopt a resolution adjusting the affordable housing impact fees for residential and non-residential development projects.
Hi. So, Javon Grogan, City Manager, through the Mayor and Council. I want to introduce Keith DeMartini, the City's Finance Director, who will give a presentation. As the City Council knows and the public knows, affordable housing is a significant issue, not just in San Bruno, but within the Bay Area region and almost all urbanized parts of California. And so the City of San Bruno adopted affordable housing impact fees in 2016, and we're here tonight to talk about indexing those fees to go up 4.82%. Finance Director Keith DeMartini will go through all of the salient points and the analysis that the city did to get to that, and what will be the impact on each type of development, be it residential, commercial, retail, office, or hotel.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council. My name is Keith DeMartini. I'm the city's Finance Director. It's my pleasure this evening to provide you with an overview of the city's affordable housing fee program and our request to Council to index the fees to adjust them accordingly. The objective of the hearing tonight is to hold a public hearing and request Council to adopt a resolution adjusting the affordable housing impact fees for residential and non-residential development projects. The agenda for the presentation is to provide you with a brief background and legal authority of the affordable housing impact fee program. I'll provide you a listing of what the current fees are by project type and what the proposed fees are being requested based on the indexing. And then I'll discuss the next steps that must occur if Council is to adopt the resolution with the request to Council, and then I'd be happy to take any questions that you might have. And I will say that in preparation for this meeting tonight, staff did email developers that currently do have applications submitted with the Community and Economic Development Department, as well as multiple representatives from the Building Industry Association to inform them of the request before Council this evening. And we conducted a similar outreach to the development community when we brought the Comprehensive Development Impact Fee Program to Council a number of months ago. So let me just provide a brief overview of the fee and the imposition of it. Development, the fee is assessed for development for a development project where the developer does not provide on or off-site affordable housing units within the project. So if they choose to not provide those units as part of the project, then they will be assessed a fee. The fee will be imposed on them. The affordable housing impact fee is assessed on both residential and commercial projects. For residential, that includes single-family projects, condominiums, and apartment projects. And for commercial development projects, that includes office, retail, and hotel projects. This fee program is very consistent with most cities. I would say a majority of cities in San Mateo County and across the state. This is a very, very common impact fee that is assessed on development projects. When a developer chooses to not provide those units on or off-site and they pay the fee, the city receives that payment from the developer. We deposit that into the city's in lieu fund, and the current balance in that fund as of the date of the staff report is approximately $3.8 million. As the city manager mentioned, the affordable housing impact fee was first established on December 13th of 2016. It is a major component of the city's the housing element. As I mentioned, it applies to residential ownership, rental, and commercial projects. And for residential projects, it's applicable for a project with 5 or more net new units. And the calculation methodology that staff use is assessing the fee per square foot of net new gross floor area. And so what that means is if a project plans to demolish some square footage of an existing property and replace it with additional square footage, the fee is assessed on the additional square footage component. The municipal code, where council first adopted this program, it does allow the city council to consider a resolution to adjust the affordable housing impact fees from time to time. And according to the Engineering News Record Construction Cost Index of San Francisco, which is the indice defined in the resolution that was originally adopted, the rate increase from 2016 to 2017 was 2.74%, and the rate increase from 2017 to 2018 was 2.02%. And so the cumulative increase from 2016 to 2018 is 4.82%. So that is the methodology that staff used. That is before you this evening, requesting your approval. And then going forward, staff will plan to bring back to council on an annual basis an indexing request for not only the in lieu fees for affordable housing, but also all of the development impact fees that council adopted a few months ago as part of the annual budget process. And so that will be a process that will be coordinated through the budget process to request indexing of all of the development impact fees. This slide here shows a table listing the 6 unit types defined in the affordable housing fee program. And it lists first what the current fees are per square foot. So for a single family project, you'll see that it's a $27 per square foot assessment. And then the next column lists what the adjusted fees are proposed to be after the indexing is to occur. And so for a single family project, the fee will increase from $27 per square foot to $28.30 per square foot, which is an increase of $1.30. So that's how this table is shown. And it's important to note that the fees will be applicable for all development projects that are currently in the development pipeline where a building permit has not been issued and the fee has not yet been paid. The current development pipeline does suggest that the city could receive several $1 million in affordable housing impact fees in the upcoming 5 fiscal years in the current economic cycle. These amounts may vary widely over time based on the actual level of development that will occur. And so we'll have to see what development comes in to see what impact it will have on this fee program. So if council is to approve, to adopt the resolution this evening, the fees would take effect 60 days from today, and they would take effect on November 25th, 2019. And as with any fee change that is to occur, the city will update its master fee schedule, which is posted on the city's website. And so with that, staff's request to council this evening is to hold a public hearing and request council to adopt a resolution adjusting the affordable housing impact fees for residential and non-residential development projects. That concludes my presentation. Be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the report. This is a public hearing, and we do have a speaker card, so at this time we'll open the public hearing for input.
Alexander Melendrez.
Good evening, City Council. First off, I just want to apologize for my attire. This is not normally how I would come to a City Council meeting. My name is Alex Melendrez. I'm a resident of San Bruno, and I am speaking only for myself in this capacity. I want to echo the comments made by our economic director. I'm sorry, Keith, I forgot your title.
The finance director.
Finance director, thank you very much. I can only speak in generalities here. So impact fees are consistent with what most Bay Area cities are doing for affordable housing. Impact fees and in lieu fees are a good thing. They are needed and a useful tool for the development of affordable housing, especially for standalone, off-site, and affordable housing that's built through land dedication. And those developments provide a higher quantity and deeper income targeting or deeper affordable units resulting from those impact fees from developments built from those impact and in lieu fees. And while all housing is needed, both affordable housing and market rate housing, affordable housing for developments that have income under 80% AMI are really what's missing. And it's not just unique to San Bruno, unfortunately. It's missing across most cities in the Bay Area and the peninsula, where those deeper levels of extremely low, very low, and low affordable housing units are just not being built. Again, speaking for myself, impact fees are a good thing, and I should have said this for number 3, but today's National Voter Registration Day. Check your voter registration status. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Is there anybody else from the public who wanted to speak on this? Because once we close public hearing, that will be it, and we'll be moving it back to the council. Seeing no one else, can I have an action to close public hearing?
Through the chair, seeing no other speakers, I will move that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion made and second to close public hearing. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, now we'll move it back to the council for questions, comments? No? Laura?
I have just a simple question. Is the increase the actual, 4.82%? Is that why these numbers are kind of off? Or an increase of $1.21 versus $1.25, some sort of rounded up number? Is that because it's a 4.82% increase? Or how did you get to each of these numbers?
Sure. So if you were to, so the increase is 4.82%. So if you multiplied 25 times 104.82, it would equal the adjusted fee. So
Okay.
that's the pure dollar amount increase on the right-hand side.
And is it also very common to see the single family cost be the most expensive?
City manager.
Yes, typically. And to provide a little context for that, at a per square foot cost, let's say at a average 2,500 square foot house, what we're talking about a total fee of $70,000 at the new level, which is $28.30. The prior level at $27, it was $67,000, and so we're going from $67,500 to $70,750. So it may look like a $1.30 increase per square foot, but when you're talking about a 2,500 square foot house, it adds up and will contribute significant funds to the city's Affordable Housing Trust Fund.
And that answers my third question. And then the final question is just a clarification again, if it was a remodel and you are tearing down and building the same square footage, it's only on the additional square footage of a single family home that you need to worry about and pay those fees. So, okay. Thank you very much. Good presentation.
Marty, anything? No? Okay, being no other questions or comments from council, this is a request by the director for a resolution.
Motion to approve the resolution?
Second.
Councilmember Davis?
Aye.
Councilmember Medina?
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar?
Aye.
Vice Mayor O'Connell?
Aye.
Mayor Medina?
Aye.
Motion carries.